ago, I stood in front of my friends and my colleagues at VitalSmarts in our employee all-hands meeting, and I shared what we call a mission moment. A mission moment is an inspiring and heartfelt story about the impact that our ideas and our work are having in the world. It's a great moment. It's a time where we feel inspired and proud and humbled and grateful and energized to be a part of VitalSmarts. But I realized as I was standing there sharing this story that I felt none of those things. That day instead, I felt very, very small and inadequate and ashamed and altogether just less. Because deep down inside, I was fighting this fear. I was fighting this fear that I didn't deserve to stand up there, that I didn't measure up. I didn't measure up to the power of the skills that I write about and teach about and speak about. So today I want to share with you a little bit about this fight that I have been waging with myself about whether I do deserve to stand up here or anywhere and teach anyone anything, while feeling like my own life has fallen so far short. Because you see, in the last 18 months of waging this fight, I have learned something real and deep and profound about crucial conversation skills that I somehow missed in the previous 10 years of writing about and speaking about and developing the training. And here's what I've learned about crucial conversation skills. They don't always work. At least, they don't work the way you think they're supposed to or the way you might want them to. But the other thing I have learned profoundly is that in those moments when the skills don't work the way you think they should and when life is falling down around you, the thing you need to get through those moments is the skills. So today I offer you 2 crucial skills of resilience. The first is this: it's that work on me first does not mean or even imply work on the other person second. It means, it's a hard one to learn. It means work on me first, then work on me second, then work on me some more. We work on ourselves first, not just because we should start with ourselves before we get to move on to the other person, but because we are the only person we can work on, the only person we can change. Here's how I learned this. It starts 8 years ago in the summer of 2008. I got married to Clayton and his 4 wonderful and oh so wonderfully adolescent children. As some of you out there know firsthand, blended families are not for sissies, right? But I was determined that in this, the most important of all relationships, I would not fail. I threw myself into my marriage and my family with hope and exuberance and so much love. I went to every band concert and swim meet and musical production. I did homework assignments and Eagle Scout projects, right? And I stepped up to crucial conversations, lots of them. And then earlier this year, after years of working and struggling and trying and talking and crying and praying, it all came to an end. I filed for divorce. See, this is not what we actually mean when we talk about a mission moment at VitalSmarts. Not very many employees are motivated and inspired by stories like this, stories like mine. But I think that they should be. Because what I have learned is that the grace of what we teach only becomes apparent when we falter. As Clayton and I struggled valiantly to dialogue through our divorce, to come to an agreement without courts or mediation or judges, to just, hash it all out on our own, I realized that focusing on what I really wanted for me, for him, for our relationship, for our family, just like we teach in the training, was not going to be enough. Because the reality was, what I really wanted wasn't going to happen. The hopes and the dreams that I had for marriage and family were not at all connected to the reality of my marriage and my husband. The vision I had of how I would parent my 7 children, those 4 fabulous older kids and the 3 precious little ones that had followed, was not going to happen. The focus then shifted from what do I really want to what do I really want to be. I decided early on in my divorce process that I wanted to show up well. I wanted to be able to look back at this time of incredible heartache and stress and vulnerability and say I had shown up as the very best version of myself. I decided that my mantra would be generous, kind, brave, and strong. That is what I wanted to be for myself and for my 7 children. I felt and confronted a deep sense of personal and spiritual failure, which I am sure that many who divorce and some of you have felt. For me, this sense of failure was given this nice glossy sheen of hypocrisy because I have spent 10 years telling people that crucial conversations can improve your results and your relationships. It was incredibly painful to think back to presentations in which I had literally stood and said, crucial conversations can help save your marriage, and to know that it hadn't saved mine. But I also knew that a generous, kind, brave, strong woman would not run from the shame of hypocrisy and failure. A generous, kind, brave, strong woman would embrace and experience that vulnerability, knowing that it is okay to say that crucial conversations didn't save my marriage. It saved my divorce. Clayton and I, we were able to come to an agreement without courts and without mediations and without judges. I brought my very best self and my very best skills to our conversations, and it worked. The skills that I teach, the skills that all of us teach, they are powerful, and they drive positive, lasting, profound change in our lives and in the lives of those we love and teach. But they do not create a perfect life. They do not create perfection. There is no magic wand or silver bullet. And while crucial skills may not give us a perfect life, they can give us the strength, the resiliency we need to build a beautiful life. Crucial skills haven't given me a perfect life, but they have. They have given me a beautiful and resilient life. And for me, right now, this is what a resilient life looks like. It looks like getting out and taking my children and introducing them to the joys of the natural world. It's moving into a new space and thinking about how I am going to create a home of peace and joy and laughter and growth. It's making sugar cookies and taking pony rides and painting, right? It's making new friends who are also doing the hard work of changing their lives. This is me and my 3 little ones with some of the students from the other side of Academy who you met yesterday. We love spending time up there with them. A beautiful, resilient life is Saturday mornings in bed and falling asleep during lunch. A beautiful, resilient life is standing with your son, who, despite the fact that you divorced his dad, is still your son, and watching as he graduates from college. It's taking your babies to see your father's grave and drinking up the sunshine. And it's getting on a plane with your ex-husband and your 3 little kids to go to your oldest son's wedding. A beautiful, resilient life is standing with your family and being happy, really, truly, deeply happy as you celebrate a new marriage, even while yours is ending. Because this is my family. And I have done the hard and joyous work of building this family, one crucial conversation at a time. And that's my mission moment. Thank you.